So we got to make this quick. You got to get out of here to go home and pack.
I have not packed yet, Eddie.
Dude, what the fuck? You're going to be gone for over a week.
That's crazy.
What's wrong with you?
Okay, my flight tonight leaves at 10:45, I think.
At night?
Yeah, I think I'm going to be good. I got to go. This is my plan after the show today.
Okay.
I'm going to go. After we wrap this up, I got to go to the bathroom. So that'll take like 10 minutes.
Gross.
Ew,
And then I got to get in my car. I got to drive all the way to Oceanside.
Oh, my God.
Then I have a meeting with a buddy, and then I'm getting a haircut. So hopefully I leave by 3 so I don't hit the traffic coming back down.
You
Well, you definitely
traffic.
will.
Yeah.
And
So then I'll be home.
So let's say you get home by 4.
Okay.
Then you got to pack.
Yep.
The flight's already going to be gone.
I mean, the flight's at
You got to
10:50.
be there by 8 at least, right?
By 8.
Almost 3 hours?
And you're traveling international.
We've traveled international before. Wasn't that big of a deal?
This ain't Mexico.
What's the difference? Just
it's
still go to the same.
massive difference.
Wow.
Oh, God. Well, good. You know what? Have fun missing your flight. I don't care.
Oh,
I haven't even downloaded anything I'm going to watch on my phone yet. I got to do all that.
dude.
I hope you watch nothing.
Well, I'm going to watch a bunch of old Raws. from
Dude,
WWE.
what the fuck are you talking about?
Like this guy.
I hate this guy. You know, I'm glad you're gone for a week. I need a break from you.
That's crazy.
I need a break from you. Well, you had a busy day yesterday as well. Guy got his second MRI. He gets new insurance, and he's just like,
Got
Cha-ching.
you get an MRI. You get an MRI.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody.
Everyone, you want a walking boot? He gets a walking
Hey.
boot.
And I broke my toes.
And then you did.
I did.
Did you get an MRI?
Well, I wouldn't need an MRI. I would need an X-ray.
You get an X-ray on
No,
it.
I don't want to wait. I haven't yet. No. But I can. I have one. I have
This makes
one.
sense.
I have a referral to get one.
What is the point now?
Yeah.
You're going to be gone for a week and a half. Whatever. So something happened during this MRI that really upset Thor.
We ain't done yet. It's time for the P1 podcast.
Fun's not over yet.
Completely uncensored and unfiltered, except for that part.
Looking for the after party with it going.
The show's after show starts now.
So you got an MRI on your back like a week ago or so, right? Like 2 weeks ago or something?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, and so you've been having all these back issues forever or whatever.
Because of my surgery.
Yeah. What surgery?
I had major back surgery
Oh, you
when I
did?
was paralyzed when I was 16.
What?
Oh, that whole thing.
Yeah.
That
The
story.
paralyzed
They had-
story.
Yeah.
Story?
there we
They
go.
cut through vertebrae in my back.
Yeah.
They had to like trim it down. They had to
Did
cut through
they?
nerves. Yeah. And what I found out with this fucking MRI I got is that I'm already developing arthritis in my back and I'm hunching because of it. And it's causing me pain. It's really fucked up.
That's crazy. So they didn't find anything though on the MRI on his back. They're like,
But they
"You're
found
fine.
the
You're
arthritis.
fine, bro.
No, that's not what they
You're
said.
fine, pussy.
That's not what they said. They said you could tell you've had major surgery. You're probably going to have back issues soon.
And so, but you're having them now.
I know, but it's going to get worse and worse and worse.
And so they said, well, we didn't really check your neck area. This could be, an issue going on with your neck. So do you want to come in for another MRI? People hate MRIs.
Oh, yeah.
Thor's like, yes, please.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
He's
Well, because I
all
want
in.
to know what's going on. When I sneeze, I get pins and needles in my arms.
Sammy Sosa once threw his back out while sneezing and missed games.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
When I sneeze,
Fun
Wow.
fact.
when I sneeze, my arms from my shoulders down feel like pins and needles.
Like
It's been that-
anytime you sneeze,
Yeah.
or if you have like a sneezing fit.
No, anytime I sneeze, it's been like that for a real long time. It's and I've always thought that's probably just a nerve, whatever, not a big deal. But Haley is pushing me because she thinks something may be wrong, and may be causing all my issues with my back, my lower back.
Oh,
So
I don't know why you're rolling your eyes at that.
yeah. I mean,
Sounds
she's
pretty,
concerned. She loves you.
very nice.
Yeah.
yeah, it feels like when I sneeze, I get a dead arm in both my shoulders.
Enough of the sneeze. I don't
sorry.
care. So you had to go get another MRI.
So I get an MRI on my neck, and this one should only take like 15 minutes. So I go there yesterday, and no one wants to get this done. It's a shitty machine.
Well, people get really
Oh,
freaked
yeah.
out by MRIs.
Luckily, I
Oh.
don't.
They're little tiny tubes.
Yeah.
Like this
I
is your worst
can't.
nightmare.
You're like
And
an-
Emily, I guess.
Oh.
They're
Claustrophobic.
tiny tubes, and
It's
you
like an
can't
inch from
move.
your face.
Yeah, you cannot move.
Yeah.
And so you just gotta stay there, just dead.
No.
For however long it takes. Like,
Yeah.
it could be 30 minutes.
For my back, it was an hour.
Yeah. See,
You
that's,
were in that tube for a.
Because they did my whole
hour?
back. They did my whole back.
Oh, God.
I've had MRIs before. Like it doesn't bother me. The enclosure doesn't bother me. It's just boring.
Oh, I'd
so
have-
I tried to fall asleep.
Oh, I'd
Can
have
you
to be
get
so
out if you
drugged
need
up.
a break?
They have to start all over again.
Yeah,
you
you gotta
cannot
be
move.
drugged up, Emily. Like we gotta get some value, some Xanax.
Well, what would be different than any other day?
Well, I
Yeah,
mean, we're
that's
just
a
gonna
great
take a
point.
lot
Yeah, a
of
lot
them.
of 'em, extra
like
more.
extra.
Yeah, you,
Okay.
it sucks. And when I used to get, I got an MRI when I was like 12 or 15 on my back, and then 15. I've got a couple MRIs. And I'm like, we haven't progressed in 20 years. We can't do standing MRIs. We can't make this thing quicker.
You can't do an MRI with your, Apple phone.
Yeah.
Well,
You
like
know?
what the hell?
I watched Lost in Space. You know, what do they just wave a wand and
Like,
it
what do
creates-
we do?
and they
wand.
they'll tell you what you have.
It's the same.
Yeah.
It's the same
Stands up. You
process
would
when I
think.
was 20.
Yeah.
And that's not that far off. What was Lost in Space? When did that take place? Like
That-
2041?
Yeah, something like that.
Come on.
Yeah, we're not that far off.
Come on,
fine,
man.
yeah.
Give me the wand.
Give me the wand.
That's a great point, though.
So walking to the MRI with the nurse who's like leading me there, I'm saying all this, and I'm like,
Oh, God.
You're a delight.
Oh,
I say
hot
to her,
conversation.
I say to her,
Oh,
I say to her,
the guy who's not a doctor, doesn't know anything
a
about
lab
the
tech.
equipment. He's
I'm not a doctor, but my
criticizing.
brother-in-law is, so I act like I am.
He's-
Dude.
Oh God, that's annoying. Somebody who like knows their business
yeah,
to have
knows what
somebody
he's
else come in and start telling them
Yeah.
their
What if
business.
somebody
Nothing's
came in
more
here
Yeah.
and goes, radio hasn't progressed, you're still pressing buttons and shit?
Like
what's-
what?
Yeah.
Like what the
fuck?
fuck?
My
Wouldn't you be-
brother-in-law's
wouldn't
a
you be
radio.
annoyed? Yeah.
No,
Yes.
I'd be like, well, it has. Remember the old boards? We've gotten new boards. These are
And they
new
probably tell you
boards.
we got new machines.
No, it's the same shit. I remember when I was
don't
15.
know.
The
I
same
remember when I was
exact
15,
machine.
16, almost 20 years ago, where you were just laying in there.
Yeah, but
it's
who knows?
fucking miserable.
Oh, boy.
It sucked.
All
and I'm
right.
like, in 20 years, we can't progress in this. And I'm doing this to her.
You are?
Well, as we're walking, I'm like,
Yeah.
we can't progress. She was chuckling.
Oh no, she wasn't.
She was
He
chuckling.
thinks she's loving this conversation. He thinks she's living for it.
Yeah.
So I go there, and the MRI machine is in like this like trailer outside.
Oh,
So I'm sitting outside. I'm
different.
Yeah, I thought so too. So I'm sitting outside and I'm waiting.
COVID.
COVID. And the MRI tech
don't know.
and the nurse say, hey, fill this out, and then we'll get you in like 5 minutes.
Okay.
All right. So I'm sitting there, and they're in the trailer. The doors are open. So I can hear what they're talking about for the most part, on and off. I'm not really paying attention. And my real name, for people who don't know, is Tyler.
Is it?
Yes, it is, Eddie. Yes, it is.
Because I've seen it.
It's Tyler.
Okay.
I've read it before, and to me, it's Tilhor.
That's what it looks like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
It's Tyler.
I mean,
And
when you learn how to read,
Yeah, I
we
know
know
how
how
to
to look
read.
at those
No, I
letters.
know.
It says
The H is silent. The H is silent. The H is silent.
What?
It's Tylhor.
Four.
Yeah.
Yes.
Tilhor.
So the H is silent. Tyler. So I
Tilhor.
Yes.
whore.
Horror.
Whorish.
so I hear the MRI tech go, what's this guy's name?
Whore. Sorry.
I hear the MRI tech go, what's this guy's name? And the nurse go, Tylor. And he goes, Tylor?
Oh.
And the nurse goes, yeah. And he goes, haha, it's spelled like Tilhor.
Oh.
I hear all this going on.
Are they P1s?
Yeah, they are.
No, I
they
don't
are
think they're
now.
pretty ones. I don't think they're pretty ones. And I hear this, and they both start laughing, and then they start mumbling more stuff about my name.
Like they're mocking your name?
Yes.
Oh my God. We're allowed to do that.
Yes, yes.
Because we're your kind of your
Well,
friends.
no
Yeah.
one. I mean,
You
what?
know, we
Right,
can
right,
make
right.
fun of you.
You're not allowed to do
But
that, and you're
some
my friends.
strangers are mocking your name?
That work in a clinic.
Yeah, in a medical facility. Yeah, that is a little much.
That's crazy.
that-
So
And you're within earshot.
I'm within earshot, and I hear it. And I'm like, I don't know what to do because it's a weird situation. I don't want to get to. I can get it. It's spelled weird. I know. Like I got it. But people I don't know mocking me. But I'm in a good mood. I had this great conversation on the walk up with the nurse.
The same one's making fun of you.
I know. So I'm like, do I say something or do I wait till after? Because they're the ones doing the MRI.
that's true.
They can make my life hell in that thing.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So I decide in this moment, I'm not going to say anything.
You're a hothead.
Yeah.
You snap really easy.
I don't know about that.
Yeah. Listen to our first break this
I don't
morning.
know about
Like,
that.
just listen back to that.
The guy can snap at any moment.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I'm not a loose
Especially-
cannon.
Oh, yeah, you are.
Dude, you are Brian
I
Pillman.
was just,
That was for my wrestling fans
Oh,
out
okay.
there.
God, the
Okay.
wrestling.
Yeah.
I know.
You are a
that's
loose
so
cannon,
good.
dude.
Yeah.
You are.
I am not Brian
Very
Pillman.
much so. where you don't know what's going to set this guy off. And when he goes off, it's like, look out, man. Like,
Dude,
he gets pissed.
Thor could go off
Yes.
at any
Very
fucking
true.
time.
Very true.
Anytime.
That's a fact.
That
That's
is
a fact.
That's a fact
You
about
can't
Thor.
argue this.
Yeah.
You
You
stop
can't argue
calling
this.
me Till Whore.
Especially,
No, I can't.
especially, you don't like when people you don't know go in on
It very
you.
bo- it bothers
that
me.
really, that's your hot button.
Because it's like,
Yes.
I don't do that to people I don't know. That's crazy.
Well, unless
you
they're
make
on
fun of
TV.
nonstop of
Yeah,
people that
yeah.
you don't know.
Not to
That
their
is true.
face.
No, but you would do it, and if they heard you
If
and
they
they called you
overheard.
out for
And
it,
I'd be like,
yeah, exactly. So, yeah, this is surprising that you didn't immediately go, "What the fuck you say?" or something like
Yeah.
that.
well,
Like,
I'm not gonna. If we had listeners in the lobby, I'm not just gonna make fun of them while they're sitting there with an earshot. That's pretty crazy. I wouldn't do that.
But if you think
I'd
they
wait
can't
until we
hear
got
you.
into the studio and then said a couple things.
Right.
oh my god.
Yeah.
Wow.
But
Jeez.
I'm sure they assumed that you couldn't hear, right? They'd probably say the
Yeah.
same
I mean,
thing.
we were only like 15 feet from each other, and the doors were
Yeah,
open.
but why would they? Like, they wouldn't have done it if they would have
Yeah.
known that you could hear.
Yeah,
so.
and then my wife, who works in a different facility, I'm like, hey, should I say something?
Are you texting her?
Oh,
Because she
you are?
works in a different facility. She deals with people all day. And she goes, no, just get the MRI. Don't worry about it. Like, she's talking me off the ledge.
Yeah.
So I'm like, all right, that's what I
lady.
do now. Before I do things, I ask Haley if I should do it or not.
Okay. I mean,
well.
what is wrong with you? You're a 35-year-old
Did you-
man.
If I didn't text Haley that, I would have been like, what are you guys saying about my name?
Okay.
So you see what I'm saying?
Did you
Well,
reach out to her this morning
Yeah.
at 5 a.m.?
Oh,
Probably
About what
should've.
happened earlier?
You
yeah,
probably
that's
should
true.
have.
Your parking spot.
Yeah, the first
Really?
Probably
night.
should
Did the right thing.
You really did.
I see we parked there again.
Hothead.
Okay.
Hothead.
So I decide to take Haley's advice, not say anything.
All right.
So I get into the trailer. They call me in. They go. The guy reads it like he's like he didn't ever see it. I didn't hear him just mocking me for
Right,
fucking
right.
10 minutes. He goes, Tyler,
Oh,
bring you in.
He's figured
He's
it out
figured
now.
it out.
He figured
After
it out.
mocking me for 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
And I go, okay. So I walk up into the trailer, and he goes, okay, just take off any keys, any metal, all that stuff, and put your cell phone down and all that stuff, and your
Right.
wallet. And I go, okay.
Yeah.
And last time I did, they made me wear a gown, like one of those.
Yeah, you got to wear
hospital gowns.
those. Well, not like you have the.
I took off my shirt, and they gave me like just the front. I still had my pants on.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. But
Yeah.
did they give you the what's that, like, vest thing
No,
that you have to wear?
I've never had
too?
that. I only had that for
okay.
X-rays.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it depends.
different?
It depends on which
I
one.
think it depends what they want to look at, and probably
Oh,
because
yeah.
they wanted to look at his whole spine, he couldn't have it covered with
Makes
the
sense.
vest.
Makes
You know,
sense.
So I go, hey, am I putting something on? He goes, no, not for this, just for your neck.
because it's just your neck.
Yeah.
part,
So I go, okay. So I start walking over, and I realize still have my ring on.
Oh, good boy.
Wearing nonstop. Okay.
yeah.
Good
Call me a
job.
good boy.
Yeah.
Haley put her foot down.
She did?
Her foot works when
Yeah,
she puts
big
it down.
ring guy
it doesn't
over
come
here
back
now.
up.
No, it doesn't.
My foot always stays down.
No,
Thank
thank
you
you.
You're
for
a
that.
Never
fucking
does.
flamingo, and
Never
it calls
does.
you out as
Yeah.
a flamingo, and it's
Flamingo.
That's you.
Yep.
So I go, oh, should I take my ring off? And he goes, no, you can leave it on. We're only doing your neck. And I'm like, okay.
That's cool.
So I go into the MRI machine, and the MRI click, 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 starts happening, all that stuff. And my ring starts zinging my fucking finger like you wouldn't believe. Like zinging, like zing, 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 and like my like finger is shaking.
Stop.
I'm not kidding.
That's
and I'm like,
crazy.
what the fuck? So then I don't want to move.
Well, you can't.
Because you can't.
No.
So I have to wait through a whole cycle of ding, 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 ding while my finger is zinging like fucking crazy. So I once it stops, I take my finger off.
You take your whole finger off?
I
That's
take my
insane.
That's extreme.
This is
That's
like
extreme.
27
I have that
hours.
trick too. Like, look, here's my
Oh,
thumb.
there's your
Whoa!
thumb. There you go.
Whoa!
Eddie.
Right? It
Oh,
didn't
you
come
do
off
that.
fast.
It's
Hopefully-
crazy. Sometimes-
hopefully you saw it on the.
Sometimes I'll do that with my daughter's nose, where I'll just go up
Yeah,
and grab
yeah,
it right
yeah.
off her fucking face.
You're like, there
You got
it is.
it.
I'm like, I got you. I got it. I got
You
it.
still do that
Yeah.
now? I mean,
Yeah.
she's like 11.
I know she
right?
hates it.
This
She fucking
explains a
hates
lot.
It. She hates it. Yeah.
So
Yeah, so you
I
did
took
that.
my ring off,
Oh!
and then I put it in my pocket.
Yeah.
And I had one of my joggers on, so I zipped the pocket.
Ew.
And then it starts up again, click, 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 and then I feel zinging in my pocket,
Oh,
and
yeah.
my ring is vibrating and zinging.
Yeah.
And I'm like, and it was really annoying, and it hurt a little bit. So I'm like, what the fuck? Why would this guy tell me to keep it on? So the MRI ends, I get out,
Yeah.
and he goes, was your ring zinging a little bit? And I go, yeah, it was. He goes, yeah, some imperfections, I guess, in the ring. So now he put me in pain, and he mocked the ring.
Uh-oh. Imperfections.
He mocked your name
Yeah,
first.
that's true. First.
Then he
Thor.
mocked you.
Yeah.
Wow, that is. Why do they hate you over there?
I don't know.
All because of your commentary about the MRI machine. I bet.
not why.
That was
I think it was. Hey, listen. Enjoy your honeymoon, man.
Thank you.
Be careful when you're around the reef. It's really sharp if you go scuba
that.
diving.
Yeah.
That's a real thing. You got water shoes?
Do you have water shoes?
I
You
don't
have
know
water
water
shoes.
shoes,
You need 'em.
You need
but
'em.
I will be wearing flippers
Okay, good.
when I snorkel.
Remember in Hawaii when he cut his foot?
Oh, fucking
And it was
guy.
giant,
Yeah.
wuss about
Oh,
it.
yeah.
Had to wear
I mean, you could see
woman's
bone.
No, you
flip-flop.
could not.
No.
Well, you could see bone.
Okay, well,
No
a
lies.
lot of sharks in that area, so be careful,
Okay.
bro.